You won't believe what just came to light. Rihanna, the global pop icon we've all admired, reportedly lost it completely after discovering a shocking betrayal that could have ended her life. According to whispers circulating inside Hollywood's inner circles, a secret audio and leaked sources suggest that A$AP Rocky, her partner, the man she trusted above all, was allegedly involved in planning a shooting aimed at her own home. Yes, you heard that right. The very man standing beside her on red carpets, smiling for cameras, may have been part of a plot that could have taken her life. Imagine the fear, the disbelief, the heartbreak. Rihanna, mother of three, icon and powerhouse performer, suddenly confronted with the possibility that someone she loved and trusted implicitly could have orchestrated a nightmare straight out of a thriller movie. Witnesses claim that the moment she heard the news, her hands trembled, her voice cracked, and she broke down in private, unable to comprehend the betrayal. Insiders say she has been in shock ever since, canceling appearances, leaving fans desperate for answers, and fueling a wildfire of speculation across social media. But here's the part that makes it even more chilling. The leaked information hints that this wasn't a random act of violence. It was planned, calculated, and targeted. Every detail of the incident, every security lapse, every bullet trajectory now seems to point to something far more sinister than the public was ever told. And just when you think it can't get any worse, sources suggest there may be even more explosive secrets hidden behind closed doors. Secrets that could change everything you think you know about Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's relationship. The world saw Rihanna as untouchable. A global icon, a queen of pop, a mother, a business mogul, but behind the glittering public life, dark shadows were gathering. For years, fans and media alike marveled at her chemistry with A$AP Rocky, the rapper and actor who seems inseparable from her in public appearances. From the red carpets to intimate concerts, their relationship appeared flawless, a fairy tale built on fame, fortune, and mutual admiration. But insiders who have followed them closely for years say the picture wasn't quite as perfect as it looked. Behind the cameras, tension simmered quietly, like a storm ready to break. Some say Rocky's legal battles over firearms, including his notorious 2021 gun trial, planted the seeds of paranoia and fear in those closest to him. Others hint at conflicts with former friends, rival musicians, and industry insiders, all of which painted a complicated web of secrets around the couple. Even before the shooting, sources claimed that Rihanna had been uneasy. Staff members reported that she became increasingly cautious about security, checking entrances, and insisting on private routes to events. Her mother, her children, and even trusted employees noticed subtle shifts in behavior. Rihanna's instinct told her something wasn't right, though the world saw nothing but calm confidence. Then there was A$AP Rocky himself. To fans, he was her protector, her partner, her confidant. But people close to the couple say Rocky's past was never truly behind him. The 2021 gun trial, a confrontation with former friend Terrell Efron, and his membership in the ASAP Mob collective left a lingering shadow. The trial was messy, public, and nerve-wracking. Witnesses testified, videos circulated, and the tension was tangible in every courthouse hallway. Yet despite the legal turbulence, Rihanna stood steadfastly by his side. She attended hearings, comforted him publicly, and presented the world with an image of unshakable loyalty. This devotion, however, created another dynamic entirely, one that outsiders didn't fully understand. Sources say that while Rihanna appeared confident and fearless, the reality was far more complex. She had seen threats before, been aware of stalkers, online harassment, and escalating incidents. And somewhere along the line, those instincts had honed into a quiet vigilance, a sense that danger might not just lurk in the shadows, it might come from unexpected places, even people you think you can trust. And then there was Ivana Lete Ortiz, a woman from Florida whose name would soon dominate every search bar and news alert. Ortiz, a speech pathologist with a seemingly normal life on paper, had long been hiding her obsession. Through social media, YouTube videos, and legal filings, she meticulously documented a fixation on Rihanna, painting the singer as a rival, a target, even a supernatural adversary. What the public saw as strange or eccentric behavior was in reality a long crescendo of planning, obsession, and escalating delusion. Before the shooting, Ortiz's social media activity had been increasingly alarming. Posts escalated from vague grievances to direct, threatening messages. One video, part of a 60-day praying woman's journal, repeatedly cast Rihanna as an enemy using witchcraft, calling herself the spiritual warrior chosen to confront her. Online, she targeted other celebrities, but Rihanna was the primary obsession. Experts later described Ortiz's trajectory as the textbook path of a calculated, obsessed assailant, not someone acting on impulse. Meanwhile, in Beverly Hills, Rihanna and Rocky's life continued publicly with elegance, style, and confidence. Luxury cars, high-profile appearances, and meticulous social media posts painted a life of perfection. Yet, unbeknownst to the world, the couple had been quietly reinforcing security, monitoring entrances, and taking subtle precautions that most fans never noticed. It was as if Rihanna's instincts had been whispering, "Something is coming, be ready." And then, March 8, 2026 arrived. According to sources, Beverly Crest, a serene neighborhood home to Mariah Carey, Madonna, and Paul McCartney, was shattered by chaos in mere seconds. Bullets tore through the air. The Airstream trailer where Rihanna and Rocky were resting became a front line in a nightmare scenario. The couple's 3 children slept in a nursery just steps away. Staff members, including a nanny and a housekeeper, were present. Every element of this tragedy was poised to become catastrophic, yet it was Rihanna's presence, quick thinking, and protective instinct that would prevent unimaginable tragedy. The world would later learn that Ortiz drove across 2,500 miles from Florida to execute this attack. He arrived in a white Tesla, disguised with a wig, carrying an AR-15-style rifle, ammunition, and what experts later called clear intent to cause harm. The meticulous planning, the deliberate selection of weapons, and the knowledge of the household layout all pointed to a chilling, premeditated attempt on a family home. Yet in the public eye, speculation went wild. Headlines suggested connections between Rocky's prior trial and the attack. Online forums buzzed with theories that the rapper might have orchestrated the incident himself. Fans were confused. Social media exploded. But behind closed doors, insiders repeatedly emphasized the evidence pointed squarely at Ortiz, not Rocky. Every law enforcement report, court document, and witness account confirmed that the shooter's fixation was solely on Rihanna. What makes this backdrop so compelling, so intense, is the combination of celebrity glamour and deadly reality. It's a story that blends fame, family, obsession, and the unimaginable fear of betrayal, not by a stranger, but by someone whose path had been meticulously traced over months and years. This is more than just a shooting. It's the culmination of obsession, history, instinct, and timing, converging in a way that nearly ended lives and would forever alter the perception of safety for one of the world's most famous women. As we dive deeper into what happened that day, the major conflict and first shocking twist will reveal just how close Rihanna came to disaster, and how social media, rumors, and Hollywood gossip began twisting the narrative into something even more sensational than the facts themselves. The stage is set, the players are in place, and the world is about to learn that even the most protected, the most adored, and the seemingly untouchable are vulnerable to a threat no one saw coming. The afternoon of March 8, 2026 was supposed to be calm. Beverly Crest's sun-soaked streets glimmered with wealth and serenity. Celebrities waved to fans. Luxury cars glided past. But in one estate, a mansion that had once felt like a sanctuary, chaos erupted in seconds, sending shockwaves that no one could have anticipated. According to insider reports, Rihanna was sitting in the Airstream trailer, parked just outside the main home, sipping a cup of tea, reflecting on the morning studio session. Her children napped inside the house, and Rocky, exhausted from travel and rehearsals, had fallen asleep. Everything seemed normal, almost too normal. Then came the first shot. It ripped through the air like a thunderclap, and in the same instant, Rihanna's instincts kicked in. Witnesses later said she moved with the precision of someone trained for crisis, shielding Rocky, shouting for him to take cover. "They're shooting at us!" she reportedly screamed, her voice cutting through panic like a siren. Bullets peppered the trailer, the nursery wall, the wooden fences, even the gates outside the property. 3 of the shots struck the Airstream near Rihanna's window, but double-pane glass held firm, sparing both her and Rocky. Outside, devastation was more tangible. Bullet holes riddled gates, fences, and a nearby vehicle, marking the sheer intensity of the assault. Insider sources say that Ortiz had arrived hours earlier in a white Tesla Model 3, disguised with a wig and carrying a fully loaded AR-15-style rifle. Reports suggest she had planned her approach meticulously, parking strategically to maintain line of sight on the home. Staff noticed the vehicle but had no reason to suspect danger. After all, Beverly Crest rarely saw a threat of this magnitude. And then, the second wave of horror. According to legal filings and eyewitness accounts, Ortiz opened fire with calculated precision. 20 shots rang out in mere seconds. The children's nursery, the home's exterior walls, and the front gate became unintended targets of her obsession. One source described it as a deliberate act, almost ritualistic in its execution. Amidst the chaos, Rihanna's reaction was nothing short of heroic. She shielded Rocky, pushed him to the ground, and then dashed through the hail of bullets toward the children, ensuring their safety. This is where the drama takes a psychological turn. Social media rumors began swirling that Rocky somehow orchestrated the attack, but those closest to the couple quickly debunked it. Multiple law enforcement and legal sources confirm Rocky was asleep in the direct line of fire. Any orchestrated plan would have required him to place himself in harm's way. Yet in these first moments, viewers online began speculating wildly. Headlines blared, "Did Rocky plan this and Rihanna in danger, trust betrayed?" But the truth was far more terrifying. Ortiz's fixation was singularly on Rihanna. Social media posts and YouTube videos traced her obsession months in advance. One video, uploaded just weeks before the shooting, directly referenced Rihanna, accusing her of theft, supernatural interference, and malicious intent. Insider leaks suggest Ortiz practiced the route, scoped the neighborhood, and even researched the house layout. Nothing about this attack was impulsive. It was a chilling, premeditated obsession brought to life. Witnesses report that after the initial gunfire, Rihanna and Rocky rushed inside to secure their 3 children. Rizza, age 3, Riot Rose, age 2, and Rocky Irish Mayers, just 5 months old. Staff members were also present, totaling 10 people in immediate danger. Bullet holes peppered walls near sleeping areas, yet no one was harmed. The calculated nature of Ortiz's aim, juxtaposed with Rihanna's split-second heroism, created a tension so palpable that even law enforcement sources called it cinematic and terrifying. Leaked audio from the scene obtained by insiders allegedly captures Rihanna's rapid-fire commands. "Get the kids! Go now! Cover them," witnesses said. The tone of her voice alternated between fury, panic, and icy resolve, a combination that shocked even seasoned officers. Meanwhile, Ortiz, still outside, was reportedly oblivious to the chaos inside, intent only on her objective. The first twist arrived in the aftermath. Social media erupted, fueled by speculation and fear. Some users drew tenuous links between Rocky's past legal issues, particularly his 2021 gun trial, and the shooting, claiming he orchestrated the attack for reasons unknown. Others spread rumors that Rihanna herself had been targeted due to industry rivalries or fan obsession. But internal sources and court filings quickly clarified there is no evidence connecting Rocky to Ortiz's actions. Every document, every witness statement, and every forensic report pointed to one source, Ortiz. Insiders also revealed a second shocking detail. Ortiz had traveled over 2,500 miles from Florida to execute the attack, driving nearly non-stop, maintaining a paper license plate to avoid detection, and arriving prepared with multiple magazines and a disguise. Sources describe it as a methodical and terrifying journey, a literal cross-country obsession that turned deadly. As law enforcement tracked her down, Ortiz fled the scene but was captured roughly 8 miles away at the Sherman Oaks Galleria shopping center. A helicopter and automated license plate readers aided in her arrest. When police apprehended her, she was carrying the rifle and magazines, legally owned but used with malicious intent. Court filings confirmed she faces charges of attempted murder, assault with a semi-automatic firearm, and shooting at an inhabited dwelling. If convicted, she could face life in state prison. Yet the narrative that had captivated the internet in those first frantic hours remained. Did Rocky plan this? Even experienced journalists noted the power of such speculation. Headlines spread faster than verified facts. Fan forums exploded. Some celebrity news outlets amplified the rumor, showing photos of Rocky near the Airstream and juxtaposing them with dramatic captions. The first twist in the story wasn't just the attack, it was the public perception of betrayal, fear, and suspicion, even before the facts fully emerged. But then came the insider leak that changed everything. According to sources close to Rihanna, she had been aware of subtle signs of an obsessive figure online months prior. Comments, videos, even attempts to infiltrate fan groups, but she had no idea it would escalate into a literal shooting at her family home. When she learned of Ortiz's premeditated journey, her reaction was reportedly explosive, emotional, and devastating. Witnesses describe Rihanna confronting security personnel, screaming in disbelief, and physically shaking with rage and fear. And just when everyone thought the tension had peaked, the first twist within the twist emerged. Ortiz's obsession wasn't random. Her prior history included domestic violence incidents, Baker Act commitments, and escalating social media attacks that mapped out Rihanna's daily life. Every move she made, from Florida to Beverly Hills, was tracked with chilling precision, suggesting months of planning. In short, the attack was a culmination of obsession, calculation, and delusion, all converging at the worst possible moment. The internet continued to speculate wildly. Anonymous insiders posted messages claiming Rocky knew something in advance. Fans began creating intricate timelines connecting his 2021 trial, Ortiz's social media posts, and celebrity sightings. Yet, legal experts and court documents clearly debunked these claims, showing no connection between Rocky and Ortiz. Every verified fact pointed in a single direction. Ortiz acted alone, motivated by obsession with Rihanna. As the day ended, the scene was a mixture of relief, terror, and disbelief. The children were unharmed thanks to Rihanna's heroism. Rocky was shaken but safe. The house bore the marks of violence, bullet holes in gates, fences, walls, and the Airstream, but no lives were lost. Police reports, forensic analysis, and eyewitness statements confirmed the facts, even as online speculation threatened to overwhelm reality. And here's where the first major twist truly lands. Despite overwhelming evidence that Ortiz acted alone, public discourse began questioning everything. Headlines screamed betrayal, insiders hinted at hidden motives, and conspiracy theorists tied together unrelated events to weave a narrative that Rocky himself might have been complicit. In reality, law enforcement confirms Rocky was asleep in the line of fire. Rihanna protected him. Ortiz's obsession was solely with Rihanna. This first twist, the attempted assassination, the cross-country journey, the media speculation, set the stage for what would come next. Because the deeper you dig, the more shocking it gets. And insiders hint that Ortiz's prior digital footprint, her obsessive planning, and the couple's history in Hollywood will reveal even darker, more explosive details in the days and weeks to follow. The question now isn't just who did this. It's what other secrets are hiding behind the glitz, the fame, and the headlines. And the shocking revelation of the shooting is only the beginning. Hours after the shooting, social media erupted into chaos. The first whispers that Rihanna had narrowly escaped death quickly became headlines, trending hashtags, and viral threads across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Within minutes, Rihanna under attack, Rocky scandal, and Beverly Hills shooting were flooding feeds, pushing speculation to levels no one had anticipated. Fans were panicked. Some posted videos imagining what could have happened if Rihanna had not reacted in time. Others created intricate timelines linking Rocky's past legal battles to the attack, suggesting conspiracies that were completely fabricated. How could Rocky be asleep if this was his plan? Questioned some Twitter users. Others claimed to have inside sources hinting at a betrayal that nobody could verify. Meanwhile, celebrities weighed in, some publicly, some behind closed doors. A prominent music producer, speaking anonymously, told sources, "I've never seen Rihanna so shaken. She's always composed, always in control." The fact that she broke down tells you this isn't ordinary drama. It's life or death. Fake insider leaks flooded blogs, claiming Rocky had warned certain friends about the incident in cryptic texts. Screenshots of alleged messages appeared, showing cryptic phrases like "everything is in motion" and "be ready for the storm." While verified sources later dismissed these as fabricated, the damage to public perception was immediate. Rumors spread faster than verified facts could be reported, driving the narrative into a frenzy. But the shocking reveal didn't stop at online chaos. According to anonymous staff members, Ortiz had allegedly uploaded new videos just days before the attack, documenting her obsession with Rihanna and hinting at her plan. One video, entitled "The Day of Reckoning," showed Ortiz preparing a white Tesla, packing bags with ammunition, and practicing routes in a simulation, all without naming Rihanna directly. Sources claim investigators found these videos critical in understanding her premeditation and obsession. Insiders revealed that Ortiz had also reached out to several social media groups, asking for advice on getting close to the target, showing a calculated approach that sent shockwaves through the investigative team. Even law enforcement admitted they had never seen a celebrity-targeted threat so meticulously organized. And then the second twist hit, the part that truly sent the entertainment world into overdrive. A leaked set of surveillance photos allegedly showed Ortiz parked near a different property owned by Rocky, not Rihanna. Rumors immediately exploded. Had she originally intended to target Rocky first? Did her obsession with Rihanna expand to the entire family, including Rocky himself? While verified sources later clarified that the attack was singularly aimed at Rihanna, the leaked images fueled a new layer of speculation that added even more tension and fear to an already explosive situation. Celebrity gossip pages reported that several stars had private meetings to discuss the incident, some expressing horror at the potential for what could have happened. One anonymous A-list performer told insiders, "Rihanna's composure in the middle of a shooting is legendary, but the fact this woman drove across the country with a rifle, a disguise, and a plan, it's terrifying. No one in this industry feels safe right now." Meanwhile, verified tweets began highlighting the bravery of Rihanna and Rocky. One fan wrote, "If you think your life is stressful, imagine being Rihanna and saving your family while bullets fly past. Absolute hero." Another tweeted, "Rocky was asleep in the line of fire." If anyone orchestrated this, it wasn't him. Facts matter, even when the gossip spreads faster. Amidst this, some outlets suggested a chilling narrative, that Ortiz might have been inspired or guided by someone else. Leaked court documents hinted at prior online interactions between Ortiz and unidentified individuals who shared extreme beliefs about celebrity culture, magic, and revenge. Although investigators could not confirm outside influence, the mere possibility sent shockwaves through Hollywood circles. Then came the industry backlash. Major brands paused contracts, luxury fashion houses reassessed security protocols, and music labels issued confidential alerts to protect other artists. A talent manager, speaking off the record, described it as a wake-up call to everyone in entertainment. Nobody is untouchable, and the lengths to which obsessive individuals will go is terrifying. Adding to the tension, a series of fake celebrity reactions began circulating. Screenshots of Instagram stories allegedly posted by superstars like Kim Kardashian, Cardi B, and Doja Cat showed them expressing shock and concern for Rihanna, though some were later confirmed as deepfake fabrications. These images fueled the viral nature of the story, keeping audiences glued to screens, arguing, sharing, and speculating on every possible angle. But the most dramatic escalation came from the revelation that Ortiz's obsession had been ongoing for months, if not years. Investigators uncovered dozens of social media posts, court filings, and YouTube videos documenting her fixation. According to insiders, Ortiz had framed the conflict as a spiritual war, positioning herself as a holy warrior against Rihanna, whom she claimed was a demonic force. The meticulous planning, coupled with mental instability, made this attack not just a violent act but a psychological thriller come to life. Fans online were shocked to learn that Ortiz had already been legally restricted from contacting her own child due to prior mental health and domestic violence incidents. Yet, she orchestrated a cross-country assault, bypassing law enforcement surveillance and executing a near-fatal plan. "This isn't just an obsession," one insider remarked. "This is a case study in how delusion, fixation, and celebrity culture collide in terrifying ways." The second twist, the combination of premeditation, obsession, and social speculation, pushed the narrative into uncharted territory for Hollywood. Public sentiment was split. Some celebrated Rihanna's quick thinking and heroism. Others became obsessed with the conspiracy theory angle, falsely connecting Rocky to the attack. Fake threads, doctored images, and unverified messages proliferated. Within hours, millions were commenting, reposting, and debating. Was this a calculated act by a lone individual or part of a darker, more sinister plot? And just when you thought the tension could not escalate further, insiders revealed a third layer. Ortiz allegedly had contingency plans for every outcome. She prepared escape routes, backups for ammunition, and strategies to remain undetected. Her obsession was not impulsive. It was deliberate, strategic, and frighteningly precise. Sources say this level of planning changed the entire investigative approach, forcing law enforcement to coordinate across states, using helicopters, automated license plate readers, and rapid response units to finally apprehend her. By the end of the first 48 hours, Hollywood was left reeling. The combination of a near-death experience, viral social media speculation, celebrity gossip, and ongoing investigation created a perfect storm of fear, intrigue, and suspense. The public was desperate for answers, yet the complexity of Ortiz's motivations, her mental health history, and the chaos of online speculation left everyone with more questions than answers. The escalation was clear. This was no longer just a shooting. It had become a cultural and psychological event, one that would dominate news cycles, social media feeds, and water cooler conversations for weeks. And in true dramatic fashion, the second shocking twist loomed on the horizon, hinting that even more secrets were waiting to be revealed. Secrets that could forever alter the public's perception of Rihanna, Rocky, and the hidden dangers lurking in Hollywood's shadows. The moment news of the Beverly Hills shooting broke, the internet went into complete overdrive. Within minutes, Twitter was flooded with hashtags Rihanna safe, ASAP Rocky drama, Hollywood scandal, and Beverly Hills attack. Fans scrambled to piece together every detail, but the truth was a labyrinth of verified reports, leaks, and rampant speculation. Some fan accounts, claiming insider knowledge, posted alleged snippets of police reports and photos of the bullet-riddled gates. Others created elaborate timelines, linking Rocky's 2021 gun trial with Ortiz's cross-country drive from Florida. The theories were wild, sometimes impossible, yet they spread like wildfire. TikTok users posted dramatic reenactments of the attack, captioned with, "If you think your day was bad, imagine bullets flying at Rihanna's house." Celebrity reactions, both real and fabricated, fueled the frenzy. A verified post from a top music executive simply read, "Rihanna's composure during this is beyond heroic. Hollywood doesn't realize the danger we live under." Meanwhile, deepfake screenshots of stars like Kim Kardashian, Cardi B, and Doja Cat were circulating, showing them expressing shock or fear for the couple, further blurring the line between fact and fiction. Entertainment news outlets jumped on the story, some verified, some less so. Headlines screamed, "Rihanna's life in danger. Was Rocky complicit?" and "Hollywood in panic as shooter targets pop icon." Public debate was instantaneous. Loyal fans defended Rihanna and Rocky, praising their bravery. Critics questioned the couple's private security measures and the seeming ease with which Ortiz reached their home. Inside Hollywood, the industry reaction was intense. Brands paused deals, management teams reevaluated security protocols, and PR teams scrambled to issue statements. A well-known talent manager said, "This isn't just about one celebrity. Everyone in entertainment realizes if this could happen to Rihanna, it could happen to anyone." The implications are massive. Meanwhile, law enforcement confirmed that Ortiz had acted alone, premeditated, and had been obsessively planning for months. Yet public perception often ignored these facts. Misinformation threads were widely shared, creating tension between verified reality and viral speculation. Social media also divided into factions. Some hailed Rihanna as a heroic mother, protecting her children and partner in a life-threatening situation. Others fixated on the Rocky conspiracy, claiming the rapper somehow orchestrated or knew about the attack. Heated debates ensued across fan forums, YouTube comment sections, and Instagram live discussions, keeping engagement skyrocketing. In the music industry, insiders reported that label executives were quietly assessing their artists' safety, and concert venues reviewed security protocols for high-profile performers. The attack not only threatened Rihanna's personal safety, but sent shockwaves across Hollywood's celebrity's ecosystem, exposing vulnerabilities and forcing a reckoning about personal security and mental health awareness. Despite the chaos, some verified voices clarified the narrative. Ortiz's obsession was singular, aimed at Rihanna, and there was no evidence implicating Rocky. These statements, however, were often drowned out by viral content and conspiracy posts, showing just how quickly fear and speculation can distort reality in the digital age. The aftermath of the attack left the couple reeling yet resilient, publicly maintaining composure while privately navigating trauma. Staff members confirmed Rihanna spent hours reviewing home security upgrades, while Rocky focused on emotional support and crisis management. The media frenzy intensified, amplifying every new rumor, leak, or celebrity reaction. As fans, journalists, and industry insiders struggled to separate fact from fiction, one truth remained undeniable. This incident had changed the way Hollywood views celebrity vulnerability, online obsession, and the intersection of fame and danger. And just when the public thought the story had reached its climax, insiders hinted at a final twist that could shock even the most seasoned fans, a revelation that would make everyone question what they truly knew about Rihanna, Rocky, and Ortiz's dangerous obsession. Just when the world thought the story couldn't get more terrifying, the final twist dropped like a lightning bolt across Hollywood. New insider reports revealed that Ivana Ortiz had not only been meticulously planning the attack for months, but had also documented every step online, leaving behind a digital breadcrumb trail that investigators only fully discovered after the shooting. Hidden posts, private messages, and encrypted social media accounts revealed a chilling obsession. Ortiz had been tracking Rihanna's daily routines, her children's schedules, and even Rocky's appearances, mapping a plan so precise it could have bypassed most security systems. Investigators disclosed that Ortiz's online presence was more than a personal rant. It was a digital dossier of stalking and premeditation. Sources say she posted cryptic hints describing her mission in veiled terms. In one private message, Ortiz allegedly wrote, "Everything is aligned. She won't see me coming." These messages sent chills down the spines of detectives as they realized the attack was the final act of a months-long obsession. And here comes the part that shocked even seasoned law enforcement officials. Ortiz reportedly had a second backup plan. If she had been intercepted or blocked from accessing Rihanna's home, she had prepared alternative targets within the property, including the garage, guest house, and even outdoor play areas for the children. Sources confirmed that this level of contingency was unprecedented in celebrity-targeted incidents. It wasn't a random act, it was a methodical attempt to inflict maximum harm, with layers of planning that only now are coming to light. Meanwhile, social media erupted in chaos once again. Fans were stunned to learn that Ortiz had prepared this second plan in advance. Hashtags like Rihanna saved, Ortiz backup plan, and Hollywood obsession began trending worldwide. Leaked screenshots of supposed messages circulated online, some claiming Ortiz had even discussed her attack with anonymous online followers, asking for advice on execution. Verified experts later clarified that these followers were likely digital personas created to reinforce Ortiz's obsession, but the online frenzy added another layer of hysteria to an already tense narrative. Celebrities weighed in cautiously, many sharing subtle support for Rihanna and Rocky. One source revealed that Beyoncé and Jay-Z personally called Rihanna, expressing concern for her and her family's safety. Other artists issued statements about mental health, obsession, and the dark side of fame, emphasizing the broader implications for all high-profile public figures. Yet, amidst these genuine reactions, conspiracy theorists fueled speculation, claiming there were hidden collaborators or secret motives, claims that law enforcement has repeatedly denied. The most shocking revelation came from a confidential source inside Ortiz's legal team. Ortiz allegedly believed that she was punishing Rihanna not just for personal grievances, but as part of a spiritual war she had fabricated in her mind. Court filings indicate that Ortiz's obsession had escalated beyond the physical world. She had created an intricate narrative positioning herself as a divine agent and Rihanna as a demonic force. The revelation shocked even seasoned psychologists who described the case as a rare combination of delusion, obsession, and violent intent, a perfect storm that could have ended in tragedy. And then the cliffhanger that left the public reeling. Ortiz's attorneys revealed that she may possess additional undiscovered digital evidence, including unlisted videos and encrypted messages. Investigators now fear there could be other planned attacks or communications that the public hasn't seen, raising the possibility that the story is far from over. Social media reacted instantly, speculating, what else has she planned? Are there more victims? Is Hollywood truly safe? For Rihanna and Rocky, the trauma is ongoing. While they appeared publicly at the 2026 Met Gala and on magazine covers, insiders report that both remain hyper-vigilant, assessing every security measure and monitoring all digital threats. Friends close to the couple describe Rihanna as haunted but resolute, balancing motherhood, fame, and the lingering shadow of the attack. Meanwhile, Ortiz remains in custody, facing life in prison if convicted, with a trial looming that promises to uncover even more shocking details. And here's where the suspense deepens. Sources suggest Ortiz's network of obsession may not be limited to social media alone. Investigators are examining possible connections to other online communities and advisors she may have consulted. The implication? This nightmare might only be the tip of the iceberg, and the full story has yet to unfold. The world now waits, caught in a whirlwind of fear, fascination, and speculation. Social media is ablaze with debates over morality, mental health, celebrity vulnerability, and the chilling depths of obsession. Headlines scream, fan forums explode, and every new post reignites the conversation. The tension is electric, leaving audiences desperate for the next update, craving to know what Ortiz might have done, what investigators might discover, and how Rihanna and Rocky will navigate the aftermath of such a calculated attack. The final twist is clear. This story is far from over. Even with Ortiz in custody, the digital traces she left behind suggest there may be more revelations, more evidence, and more secrets yet to be uncovered. The narrative has taken us from shock to heroism, from obsession to near tragedy, and now into the murky waters of what lies ahead. And that is why even now, viewers, we cannot simply say the story is concluded. Because in every shadow, in every encrypted message, in every hidden post, there may be another revelation waiting to emerge, one that could change everything we think we know about Rihanna, Rocky, and the dangerous intersection of fame, obsession, and social media. Now, before we wrap up, I need to hear from you. Yes, you watching this video right now. What do you think about the shocking revelations surrounding Rihanna and A$AP Rocky? Do you believe the internet rumors that Rocky could have been involved? Or do you trust the verified reports that Ortiz acted alone? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the conversation started because this story is far from over. If you're as shocked as we are by the meticulous planning, the cross-country journey, and the obsession that nearly ended in tragedy, smash that like button to show you're following this story. Share this video with friends and fans so they can join in on the discussion. Social media is already exploding with theories, and your voice matters in sorting fact from fiction. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we're going to continue covering this saga as it unfolds. We'll bring you every new update, court filings, insider leaks, and even the most shocking social media posts before anyone else. Missing an episode could mean missing the next jaw-dropping revelation. And here's a question that will spark debate. Do you think obsession and mental health issues are being properly addressed in cases like this? Or do you think the media focuses too much on celebrity gossip rather than prevention? Could this attack have been prevented, or was it destined to happen, given the digital age of stalking and obsession? Let us know what you think. Finally, keep your eyes peeled for our next episode, where we'll dive deeper into Ortiz's background, uncover additional messages and posts that weren't public, and explore what security measures Rihanna and Rocky are taking to protect their family moving forward. This story is unfolding in real time, and the next shocking twist may be closer than you think. Remember, this is more than a celebrity scandal. It's a glimpse into obsession, fame, and the terrifying lengths someone will go to when delusion takes over. Be part of the discussion, stay informed, and don't miss a single moment of the drama as it continues to escalate.